Hello and welcome to episode 23 of Three Ropes. We are just 1 week away from Extreme Rules, but tonight we're going to find out who is going to be competing for the Three Ropes Red Tag Team Championship at the pay-per-view. We have 2 semi-final matchups tonight, and the first is between the Hardy Boyz and the New Day. And it will be Xavier Woods and Kofi for the New Day. Big E at ringside this time. And Xavier Woods has started things at a breakneck speed, knocking Matt Hardy to the floor. In the process, managing to knock Jeff Hardy off the apron too. So in the quarterfinals, the Hardy Boyz managed to defeat Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, the Undisputed Era. The New Day, meanwhile, defeated the newly reunited Kings of Wrestling, Cesaro and Cassius Ohno. That was a real disappointment for them. We're going to have to see how they can bounce back from that. They had high hopes of going deep into this tournament. Instead, got knocked out at the first hurdle. And as Matt Hardy is sent into the New Day corner, we're going to see our first tag team move. A double flapjack. As Kofi Kingston is now the legal man. It's going to go for a springboard move. And the Hardy Boyz have not been able to land any offense so far. The New Day, meanwhile, have started very fast in this one. I think that's something they were trying to rectify from their match against the Kings of Wrestling. Kofi Kingston pinning Cassius Ohno after the SOS, but that was almost the first bit of offense that the New Day managed in that match. And now as Jeff Hardy is in, Hardy Boyz managing to build some momentum in this match. Oh, but he's not able to stop the hot tag to Xavier Woods. Comes in with a hard clothesline. Oh, but tries a second time and Jeff Hardy ducks. Jeff Hardy returns the favour from earlier, knocking Xavier Woods to ringside. And what is he going for here? What, twisting moonsault all the way to the floor. Jeff Hardy risking life and limb as he's looking to seal a place in the final of the tag team tournament at Extreme Rules. Now the twist of fate on the floor. Jeff Hardy back inside. Oh, and then leap. Oh, a swan dive. Jumping off the second rope and taking out Kofi Kingston, who still hadn't made his way back up to the ring apron. And now Matt Hardy is in. Now the Hardy Boyz gonna look for some poetry in motion. Well, they started off slow, but they have really fought back. And they have the upper hand, undoubtedly. German suplex to Kofi Kingston takes him out. Xavier was trying to fight back. And Xavier Woods, he's going to have to fight on his own for a little while. Kofi Kingston still knocked out at ringside. As the Hardy Boyz look for a tag finisher. Well, this isn't the roles we usually see them play. But Matt Hardy with a swanton bomb. Oh, and Xavier Woods kicking out. Well, normally we see Matt Hardy hitting the twist of fate and Jeff with the swanton bomb. In swapping roles, I wonder if that maybe gave Xavier Woods a fighting chance to kick out. He barely kicked out at 2. But Xavier Woods now, he's earned a finishing move. As he sends Matt Hardy into the corner, he could be looking for the Unicorn Stampede. And that's exactly what Matt Hardy's going to get. And the boots in the corner begin. Kofi in to continue them. I think this is exactly why the New Day picked Kofi and Xavier as the two members to face the Hardy Boys. They're trying to outdo them for speed. And those rapid boots in the corner show that that might be a worthwhile tactic. As I think we just saw Xavier Woods being wiped out by the referee. You might want to rewind and take a look at that as Xavier Woods stepped in the ring. The referee just dumped him to the floor and he's now having to rest at ringside. Kofi Kingston fighting on his own for a moment and misses at the boom drop. And Matt Hardy, a hard elbow. And now sets him on top of the turnbuckle in the New Day's corner. He can do that because Xavier Woods is still out at ringside. Oh, and he's going for the avalanche, twist of fate. And into the cover. And Xavier Woods appearing out of nowhere to break up the cover. And not only that, but he takes out Jeff Hardy. Kofi Kingston firing up now. Oh, but whilst he was clapping, that allowed Jeff Hardy to receive a hot tag, and he has come in, all guns blazing. And another twist of fate. He's going up to the top. Oh, and a drop kick to the back of Kofi's head. And he takes out Big E, who was trying to help Kofi to his feet. And then a drop kick to Xavier. Or Jeff Hardy. In no time at all, it's just wiped out the entirety of the New Day. And now, Jeff and Kofi back in the ring. Kofi fighting back. As the weariness is starting to show, Jeff Hardy just taking a knee for a moment, catching his breath. More Hardy Boys tag team moves have proved the more effective. And I think we could be seeing another tag finisher, the twist of fate, into the Swanton Bomb. It connects. But Jeff turns his eyes to Xavier and goes for the cover. Kofi's going to have to kick out. There'll be no save from Xavier this time. And the Hardy Boys will go to Extreme Rules to fight for the Three Ropes Red Tag Team Championship. Well, the New Day tried to match them for speed and agility. I think Jeff Hardy put on a showcase, tearing round the ring, at one point taking out all three members of the New Day one after another. And now it's time to find out who will face the Hardy Boys at Extreme Rules. Will it be the Golden Lovers, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi? Or will it be their opponents in our main event tonight? The Usos. The Golden Lovers had to defeat the Young Bucks in a 5-star classic. Meanwhile, the Usos defeated Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Club. Kenny Omega started early with a suplex. Kick to the gut from Jey Uso. A running elbow strike in the corner. Well, I was about to get ahead of myself there, talking about how quickly Kenny Omega managed to start this match, but Jey Uso has managed to stop him dead in his tracks. And the Usos are going to land a double super kick. Oh, but Omega very quick to roll over with a hot tag to Ibushi, who gets taken out by Jimmy Uso. Ibushi cuts him off on the turnbuckle. No, kicked away. And then Ibushi... another and another. So many reversals just then. There's no way to keep up commentary with people as agile as Ibushi. And it was Ibushi who won out in the end, landing a clothesline to the back of Jimmy Uso's head. That was after about 4 or 5 counters, one after another. Now Omega is back in. He's going to land the Shining Wizard. Maybe knocking out Jimmy Uso. Kota Ibushi back in. Jimmy Uso still hasn't found his way to his feet. Now Ibushi back into the Usos' corner. And it's going to be another double super kick. Usos perhaps trying to goad on the Golden Lovers, trying to start their own super kick party. And Ibushi, the signature kick. And a backflip. Just to psych himself up. And now it's Jimmy Uso with the hot tag. Hang on, he's taken out the referee. After a hot tag, you thought he would launch himself at Ibushi, but instead he took out the ref. And with a sledgehammer to Ibushi's gut. And Ibushi just managing to roll out the way. But not so lucky, a second sledgehammer strike to the gut of Ibushi. And we've seen the kind of agility that Ibushi relies on. How much is that going to be affected by that attack? Oh, you can see he's clutching his stomach after failing to hit that springboard dropkick. Jey Uso not even found his way to the ring apron yet. Just slowly getting back in, and double super kicks again. Ibushi managing to tag out, and that was important. Oh, and a couple of block knees apiece. What Omega. He lands a couple of kicks. As Ibushi still not in the Golden Lovers corner. It's a butterfly pile driver. Obviously you expect both of these teams to want to make their way to the final. But Jimmy Uso using the sledgehammer, I think showed how fired up they are for this contest. And equally you can see Kenny Omega's reaction. Shows the kind of determination he has to come out on top in this contest. As he's having to fight out for a signature hold from Jey Uso, who now has a finishing move. And in fact, if he sends Omega to the corner, they could be looking for a tag finisher. And it's reversed by Omega. I think the Usos were looking for their super kick splash combo. Omega just saved himself from what could have been a decisive blow in this match. And Omega dives onto Jey Uso. Oh, but he might not be out of the woods yet. As Jey comes back with a bulldog and tags in Jimmy, who has a signature of his own. And the super kick is reversed. Omega, 2 important reversals. And now the V-trigger. The ripcord V-trigger. And Omega has seemingly turned the tide of this match in favour of the Golden Lovers. Another knee from the second turnbuckle. And looking to set up the one-winged angel. Jimmy Uso on his shoulders. The referee momentarily distracted. And Jimmy Uso managed to kick out at 1. That was an impressive kick out after what he's just gone through. He desperately needs to tag out to Jay. But it's Omega who tags in Ibushi, who has a finishing move. The Phoenix Splash and the cover. Omega in. And he's blocked off Jay. And it's a 3 count. And at Extreme Rules, it will be the Hardy Boyz versus Omega and Ibushi, the Golden Lovers. As we see a couple of important reversals there. And that allowed Omega to hit the V trigger, the one-winged angel, and then Ibushi finished things off with the Phoenix Splash. And we are just getting news that the match between the Hardy Boyz and the Golden Lovers at Extreme Rules will be a ladder match to determine the first ever tag team champions on 3 Ropes Red. If you're not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You do not want to miss Extreme Rules. As always, a huge thank you for watching. Join us next time for the Go Home Show on 3 Ropes Blue.